Hey guys, welcome back to Switching to Plan B. Today we're on a little mission. Last September 2018, we left the area to, Mariah got a nursing contract in Kentucky. So we left the area, headed up to Kentucky to do some work. About that time was when Hurricane Michael was forming in the Gulf. In October, Hurricane Michael did reach landfall near Mexico Beach, Florida.
Today we're going to Mexico Beach to visit some friends that we haven't seen for about 6 months, 7 months, and also to see the devastation from Hurricane Michael.
Okay, Hurricane Michael was a Category 4 hurricane. It was the third most intense hurricane on the Atlantic side to make landfall ever.
Victims of the hurricane got a lot of scrutiny about evacuating.
It didn't grow until it was close to landfall. So it sat there as a Cat 2, Cat 3, and then finally as it grew closer and closer to the shore, it grew into a 4. Pretty much last minute. So there are 72 fatalities that were attributed to the storm. That doesn't mean 72 people actually died in the storm. I believe it was like 33 people actually died in the storm. Others died in hospitals from injuries suffered during this hurricane.
The highest total winds sustained during the storm was 155 miles per hour in 1 minute. Wow, that's crazy. $25 billion in damage and $100 million plus in economical losses, which means there's gas stations that aren't open, there's restaurants that aren't open, little mom and pop shops that was their whole life. They had to walk away from it. This happened in October, and they're still
October 10th, 2018.
And they're still not recovered from it.
$6 billion in damages to U.S. fighter jets alone on Tyndall Air Force Base that were destroyed during this hurricane. $6.23 billion in insurance claims that have been reported. And this is as of reports, I believe, in January. So this isn't exactly current reports. $3.87 billion in agricultural damages, farm fields, fruit trees, things like that. And during the storm, 200,000 people were without power. Many houses in Mexico Beach, as well as Cape San Blas and Port St. Joe, were leveled, completely leveled, picked up off their foundations and thrown back into the sea. So we're gonna...
Just devastation. And I feel like a lot of people that go through hurricanes, you know, the national news gives them coverage for a little bit, and then the rest of the world kind of forgets. It's important that we keep these people in our prayers and help to do whatever we can to help these communities recover from devastation.
Yeah, it's now March 2019. This has been 5 months, and there's several businesses that are still not open or not able to do business because they haven't received insurance claims. There's a lot of vacation rentals. This area makes its living, a big portion of its living off of vacationers, off of people coming from other parts of the United States and you know, coming to the area.
So bring them your support. You know, if it's people wanting to do missions trips, come help someone replace their roof or rebuild a deck or anything. Just the smallest act of kindness helps. Driving from Panama City Beach to Port St. Joe, and one of the things that I've noticed is among the devastation, most of the buildings have been destroyed, but the churches are still there. That
says something about God's power, huh?
That says something about God's power. Mother Nature can destroy a lot of things, but God's still strong.
Hey guys, so we're on the southeast side of Panama City, and the devastation is pretty bad still here. We are just about to Tyndall, but as you can see behind me, there is a ton of damage. As we are moving farther east down 98, it's just getting worse and worse. There's some businesses that are open, but like this one, it's obviously not going to open for a while. It may have moved to somewhere else, another location or something, but I mean, there's houses without roofs, there's collapsed structures everywhere. I mean, it's still pretty bad, guys. It's not looking good at all. Seriously, I'm terrified of what we're going to see as we get into Mexico Beach and Port St. Joe. We're now driving through the city of Parker, which is southeast of Panama City. The really bad thing is these trees are just snapped everywhere. Snapped and twisted and thrown. And I need to reiterate, this is 5 months later. Yeah, we've driven through this area hundreds, thousands of times, and a lot of these places, these buildings and stuff, they're even unrecognizable. The signs are ripped off, the roofs are ripped off. You can't even tell really what they were. Oh man. That used to be a beautiful, beautiful park with oaks in it. It was called... We're heading over the bridge from Parker to Tyndall, and we'll kind of see what we have going on there. Already you can see off to the right, trees are just been destroyed. And with these trees being this bad, that's going to open up another problem for like the potential for wildfire coming in the spring and the summer. These dead trees are just going to be like kindling for large wildfires. Alright guys, we're in between Tyndall and Mexico Beach, just about ready to go over the bridge to Mexico Beach. We only made it to the west part of Mexico Beach, and we wanted to stop right now and just kind of give you a little warning. From what we're seeing so far, a lot of this stuff is going to be pretty graphic. If you're kind of sensitive to this kind of thing, you might want to go ahead and fast forward to the end of the video. You guys that want to continue watching, please do so. But just know that a lot of this stuff is going to be kind of hard to watch. These are billions of dollars of houses and things that were destroyed. A ton of $1 million houses are no longer there anymore. So, yeah, we're going to move on.